All right. Obviously, in the word Rastafari, you have the truth. Ra's tough, a Ra. Ra, staff, airy, airy. Now, what does it mean to be tough? It means to do the right thing. There's a difference between being tough and being a childish bitch throwing a fit. If you throw a rage enough, you can get very big and strong and go rah all day and fucking take performance enhancing drugs and so on and so forth. So what? It's not the same as being tough. You can take a beating if you have a complex. It's not the same. What it truly means to be tough is connected to what it truly means to be brave. It means to tough out things for the right reason. It's like somebody, a little kid taking 100 dicks in his ass, right? And he says, wow, that kid's tough. You know, the kid's a weirdo. It's not. It doesn't have the same fucking meaning when you put it in the context of an immoral, outside the divine order type of bitch. Okay, raw, staff, airy, or airy, right? Ear eye. Okay. Now, who was Bob Marley? He was this part Ethiopian, part white guy who was in Jamaica surrounded by a bunch of the descendants of West Africans, for the most part, type of people. That's what Jamaicans are. The descendants of West Africans. Haiti had a national song, I believe, called Igbo Lele. Okay? They're a bunch of Igbo type people. Okay? And he's saying Roth Staff Airy. There's an Airy in the mountains in Ethiopia, and then there's an Airy in West Africa. Then there's Ares, the deity of discord. That's why the black community is in chaos, because people who do you wrong like to make your life chaotic, break down your family, break down your culture, reinvent you, blah, 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 and extract the attractive women, right? Ball, be all, jackal, jack all. Okay. So what is raw, pure, moral, focused, righteous indignation? Okay. What we see is the story in Igbo culture of this guy who was expelled. He's dealing with people who were expelled and banished. And he went to the forbidden forest where they're expelled and forgave them. Okay? This story, I'll go as far as say this story is fucking, it's based on false premises, false pretext. It's wrong. Okay? Certainly in the Christian context, it's respectable. But as soon as you put it in the reality outside of the magic card bitch shit that Christianity is, then all of a sudden you get truth. Okay? The truth, the fact of the matter is people who are expelled cannot be forgiven by somebody who's not a martial art pharaoh. He had no right to forgive him. Jesus in the Bible had no right to forgive him. No one can forgive anybody but the King of Kings. Why would you cheat the alpha male out of his rightful place without even objection to the argument and then turn around and call yourself the alpha and the omega? If you aren't really the alpha, you're a liar. You should be crucified. Crucifying Jesus in the story as it was presented wasn't enough. They should have beat the fucking shit out of him way more than that. You know, they should have made him suffer way more than that. Because what he was claiming was extreme blasphemy. If this story is not based on a martial art leader, it is extreme blasphemy. He's a magic card bitch. No amount of torture is enough for that kind of betrayal of God. Anyway, so when we look at these things, right, why are Nigerians seen as unattractive? Nigerians are among the most attractive people, or some of Nigerians are among the most attractive people, okay, in the world. Okay, now why are they seen as the most attractive? They're black. They're not East African with those European kind of Semitic features. Why are, so they're seen this way? Well, when we really break it down, certainly after you've drugged the people, you screened out their handsome martial art heroes, you've done all these horrible things to them, except for me, right? You've done all these horrible things to them, okay? What you have left is a bunch of broken peasants, just like World of Warcraft. Yes, me lord, right? A bunch of complicit ninnies with no heart. Okay, obviously, they're unattractive. Obviously, this, that, and the other thing. However, what is more unattractive is the evil worms that have fucking made them this way who benefit. When you are made to look good in the minds of completely drugged up idiots with your pretty push faces, your pedophile-faced weirdos in Hollywood. Hi, guys! Okay, obviously, you're evil scum. There's nothing you can play Prince Charming in every fucking movie. You can have everyone in America say you're the most attractive. You're still an ugly slime ball. Anyway, moving on. So there's tribal breeding and media representation to consider. Obviously, when the West lives in such an extreme state of dishonor. Look at the Lord of the Rings. Everyone knows they're basing the orcs and the trolls on black people. Everyone knows white people fixate on strength. And you had the Tookie being executed by the guy he was bigger than at Muscle Beach, right? Strength obviously is a demonic quality to fixate on. And we all know that these people fixate on fucking strength, generally speaking, right? Big knucklehead idiots and then some weird pedophile scientists. And scientists, nerds, and craftsmen are really the core of what's wrong with the world. And they had a bunch of brutes that they gave armor and guns to and different weapons to push people around all over the world and rape and abuse them. Okay. Anyway. Celebrities are basically untalented bitches, and the media puts a million on one, so to speak, right? They exaggerate their worth, right? Golf, tennis, basketball, football, right? These things are sports. People do cute tricks. You're stupid to admire these people. To play golf at a golf club, right? There's pretty much nothing wrong with that, okay? Depending on the circumstance. To fucking start having posters of Tiger Woods and basketball players and da-da-da-da-da, that's kid bitch shit, okay? People never grew up. Sports fans are basically people that never grew up. They're like circus weirdos that are drugged up and all sugared up and drunk, and they never grew up. All right, so Nigerians are serious. Okay, there's a spectrum of maturity and seriousness, right? Taking things seriously. Who took martial arts seriously? Just look at people. Look at American martial arts. A bunch of kids, a bunch of goofy ass motherfucking liberals and shit like that. A bunch of rednecks and shit. They don't take it seriously. Okay, that's why they made their own American version of it. Where does martial arts come from? Obviously, you look Kung Fu, the legend, David Carradine. Everyone knows that it did not come from Europe. Okay, they can't then turn around and say, we are the true continuity of it, right? It's stupid. They may as well sell snake oil with that bullshit. It's fucking stupid. They know they're dead wrong. They know they're dead wrong. They know they're dead wrong. Anyway, and that's a globalist thing in general. Ultimately, where it came from was Africa, so when you don't see Africans as the main continuity of martial arts, obviously you're dealing with invalid martial artists. Okay, and when they've done things and they've sabotaged these black people on top of that and made it so it was difficult for them to compete, they drugged them, they target them with mental health more than everyone else, they send the drugs to their community, and Greg Webb exposed it. And then you have these dishonorable ninnies come out and say, oh, that's a conspiracy theory. Then later on the news comes out and corrects and says, no, there's actually this guy, this guy were a part of it, and they go on record saying, yes, that's what happened. And you still have people thinking that it doesn't factor in. It's just fucking dishonorable. It's all circus. It's a disgrace. It's pathetic. America, okay, American, okay. A bunch of secular, profane people saying we have to one-up you, okay, that we're going to one-up you, okay. Integrated martial science is a bunch of weird geeks saying we're going to one-up you, okay. I can go on about rappers wearing American flags. They may as well be wearing American thong with a fanny pack, because that's some bitch shit, okay. They're your oppressor. How do we know they're oppressor? The CIA goes around fucking up countries all over the world with their globalist thong on. The court system has an American flag. It's injustice. It targets black people unfairly and disproportionately. The cops with American flags, obviously they fucking mistreat the black community and don't hardly lift a finger to help them out. The schools have American thongs on. Just utter fucking scum, and obviously the schools teaches a bunch of bullshit. Columbus started covered America is not where it ends. Excuse me. Discovered America is not where it ends. Their treachery knows no bounds. Just scientific racist trash, teach fucking shit in school. And they don't teach you about eugenics, generally speaking, okay? They teach you, they're scientific racist, and they teach you to be a racist little bitch, but they don't teach you about why it is wrong to be a racist little bitch, and that the scientists are the most racist motherfuckers of all. They went as far as to get racism down to a science. It's like somebody saying a few words when they're pissed off versus someone dedicating their life to scientifically holding you down. Obviously, the scientists are the pieces of shit, nerd-ass, weird-ass, sex-cult, pagan pieces of shit that should have all been killed a long time ago. Anyway. So the flag is a symbol of oppression. They distract you with the Confederate flag. A bunch of guys start waving Confederate flags and say, look at this, look at this. Oh, magician, misdirection, distraction, thongs on, bitches. Okay, therefore, you have to then say, oh, that flag is evil and the American flag is evil. And obviously, they can screen you out based on that. Not everyone takes that route, and those who do are singled out and say, our values, a flag symbolizes our values, and they put on thongs and act like bitches and rape and kill everybody. It's just a bunch of pirates, right? Corporation, corporation, alpha shun, corporate, pirate. Just pirates raping and killing everybody, robbing everybody, acting like bitches. And stupid ass bitches like, oh, he's so handsome. Oh, he's so rich. Oh, he works for this company. Acting like bitches. Just cowards, pussies, heartless scum, just trash, right? And then you say, well, what is the problem here? Breeding. You can look at generations of pirate trash and not say, hey, I wonder if it's somehow connected to those pirate scumbags who had no heart, who took slaves, and then the Trail of Tears and all this horrible stuff. No, it's not related to that. Oh, that's just the sins of their forefathers. They don't inherit any of their money. They don't inherit any of their traits. Genes don't exist. Genetics don't exist. Hereditary fucking biological dysfunction doesn't exist. They're perfectly sane. They're fucking crazed fucking lunatics. They're scum. Demos, Demi, Demos, the deity of terror, democracy, informant, peasant, right? Egyptian pharaohs were tall, the peasants were small, right? Then Europeans, right? They're over here, right? European, peon, and peasant, right? It's right there in the fucking word, right? And they have democracy, the age of enlightenment, a bunch of peasants raping and killing everybody, overthrowing the monarchy, planting fake monarchs, pirate Viking fucking Queen Elizabeth with a crazed look in her eyes saying, I'm the queen! And that's pretty much where we are now.